Hey, welcome to Route 66. We're in day number 271 in our journey through the Bible. We've only got today and tomorrow, and we'll be finished with the Old Testament, and we're going to be into the New Testament, especially with the Gospels. Hey, just a reminder, um, uh, we're finishing up with these minor prophets, and I'll tell you what, there's some challenging sections in this passage. Find a spiritual mentor. Talk to somebody. Say, if I have questions about the Bible, would you answer that? Would you help me with this to understand what it means? You don't have to ask everything, but have somebody that you can go to that can help you with the answers to some of the questions that you're going to have as you go through this Bible reading. So find somebody that you can text, that you can call, that you can talk with after church or whatever. It's always good to have somebody. I think it's important for every Christian to have somebody that we're learning from and somebody that we're teaching what we're learning. And so even if you put it on Facebook, say, hey, this is what I learned today, or talk to somebody else, this is what I learned today about the Bible. That's a great way so that you're not just a reservoir of Bible knowledge, but you are a stream of Bible knowledge. So that's good. Well, we're in Zechariah. We're going to finish up with Zechariah. Zechariah 8 through 14, some promises of blessing and the coming king. These move from the visions of the first 7 chapters to some of the prophecies about what God is going to do. God promises to restore Jerusalem. He promises to bless his people. He promises to dwell with them in truth and righteousness. And that literally came with Jesus. And one day that will come permanently when Jesus sets up his rule and reign in Jerusalem at a future time. They contain powerful prophecies of Jesus. Chapter 9, the humble king riding on a donkey. Chapter 11, 12 to 13, a shepherd who is rejected and betrayed. Chapter 12, verse 10, the one who is pierced. And chapter 14, verse 4, the Lord returns to the Mount of Olives, which Jesus will come to the Mount of Olives one day. It closes the whole section here. This whole book closes with the triumph of God's kingdom over all the nations. So a lot of good prophecies in this one. If you have a Bible that has cross references in it, notice any of the New Testament references and look them up, see what it says. Some lessons that you can learn from your reading today. Well, number one, God's promises of restoration bring hope. I'm so glad God tells us what he's going to do, because then that gives us hope that whatever it is we're going through, we're going to get through it. I don't know if you've ever had a situation happen. Maybe it was a sickness or maybe it was something else where you just didn't know if you were going to make it. Well, you may not get across that finish line, but when God gives us all these promises, we're going to make it through life. Even if we have to suffer, God says we do have a blessed future. And number 2 lesson, Jesus is the promised Messiah. The prophecies of this king that is going to come on a donkey, the one that is pierced, were fulfilled in Jesus Christ. And that is one of the reasons we believe in the Bible, because of fulfilled prophecies. That's also one of the reasons we believe that Jesus is the Son of God, the promised king, because it was spoken about him, very particularly about some crazy things that he fulfilled. He is the promised king. And number 3, God's kingdom will prevail. In some times and in some areas, it seems like God's kingdom is being defeated. You look at some of the countries, North Korea, Pakistan, China, where God's message is being squelched, where God's church is being stifled. You actually find that underground it's thriving. And so we find out that God's kingdom is ultimately going to completely prevail over all the nations. Jesus will reign over all the earth. All of history is moving toward that. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And so I hope you enjoy the reading today and just be reminded that Jesus is coming back. He's setting up a kingdom